Okay, you're really bad at something. Let me say that again. You are really bad at something. It's not enough to say, well, I'm okay at it, or I'm pretty good at it. You have to say, I'm bad at it. So turn to the person next to you. By the way, I'm bad at singing, and I'm bad at golf. So everybody turn to the person next to you and tell them something you're bad at. Ready, go. Everybody get your pen out, turn to page 2. You've got a little white space near the bottom on the left. I want everybody to write down this phrase. It's an important phrase. I want you to write it down. I want you to circle it. I want you to put exclamation points beside it. Ready? Here we go. You're not practicing. Write that down. You're not practicing. Dash. Correctly. Semicolon. Enough. Exclamation point. Now, as always, we have to kind of do a little flipping back and forth. So turn all the way to page 9 in your handout. And the name of this book is PEAK, Secrets from the New Science of Expertise. It's written by Anders Ericsson and Robert Poole, but it's the work of Anders Ericsson primarily. And some of you remember a number of years ago, I presented a book by Malcolm Gladwell called Outliers. And it talks about the 10,000-hour rule. Well, this is the guy that came up with the 10,000-hour rule. I told you I was going to make you flip. Turn quickly at page 5. We'll go back in a minute to page 9. And quote number 42, this is where the rule came from. We found that the best violin students, Ericsson studied violin students in Germany and accomplished violinists. The best violin students had on average spent significantly more time than the better violin students had spent, and that the top 2 groups, better and best, had spent much more time on solitary practice than the music education students. So here were the differences. People entering this premier school in Germany, if they had spent average of 3,400 hours, they were admitted into the, we're going to teach you how to teach kids how to play violin. If they had spent 5,300 hours, they were admitted into the soloist program, and the best ones had spent 7,400 hours. Looking more closely, we found that the largest differences in practice time among the 3 groups of students had come in the preteen and teenage years. And then by the time they finished the school, they'd hit 10,000 hours. So that's where it comes from. Why is this book worth our time? For personal growth, for business effectiveness, we all need to know how to get good at something. This book provides tangible steps to help. The science of expertise is transferable to areas not yet using such science. If you know who Chris Boyd is on KERA, the program Think 90.1, she interviewed Ericsson. And she said, I'm not going to become a world-class chef. Could I learn to cook better? And he said, yes. Figure out things to do to get better and practice them and tweak them. So, you can get good in areas. Number 3, this book will help us understand that everyone, yes everyone, can develop genuine expertise. All right. Page 10, my lessons and takeaways. Number 1, you need something to deliberately practice. Something to work at over the long haul with purposeful, deliberate practice. When he found the memory guy to train, he chose a former athlete. He said athletes learned to practice. So you need something to practice. And number 6, develop your own next steps. Choose a skill to work on. Find a good teacher. One-on-one is more effective. Schedule solitary practice regularly, 1 hour a day minimum is his recommendation for getting better at anything. Work on incremental, identifiable progress steps just outside your comfort zone, and then keep that schedule. PEAK, Secrets from the New Science of Expertise. A terrific book. I hope you found this useful. Thank you very much.